Good morning and welcome. So let's begin our practice this morning by just sitting nice and tall in the chair. Let your feet be flat on the ground. Let your spine be elongated. Rest your hands either out on your knees, maybe in close to your hips. Sometimes you can just put one hand inside the other if your legs form a nice little lap. But just be conscious about where they are so they're not just accidentally there. And then relax your shoulders. If you like, close your eyes and let yourself begin to pay attention to the breath. Long and slow coming in, and long and even slower going out. As you bring your vast awareness down to the pinpoint of your breath, just allow it to anchor that mind of yours, that vast mind, allowing the face muscles to relax, the scalp to relax as you stay and breathe. Feeling the sensation of the seat of the chair supporting your body, the sensation of your feet engaging with the floor. And imagining you had roots going out from those feet down through the floor, through the foundation, down and down into the earth. Breathing long. And one more deep breath in. And let's exhale. Let the head come forward. And let's just pause for a moment with the head forward. And then a slow roll to one side, breathing in. Release it forward to the other side, breathing in. Release it forward to the side. Let's pause here. And as we're having our head tip to the side, just observe the sensation in the side of the neck. Just dive into that part of you. And we'll start a tiny circle. Just notice where this goes, where you're feeling it, and reverse it back. If there's a little place that feels tighter than everything else and you want to pause right there and then work into it. Deep breath in and a slow release right through to the other side. Ear down, and we pause here. And a slow and small circle. So we begin to bring energy and blood into the side of the neck, reverse it back. Notice where there's any places that want more time. When you get to it, pause right there. And maybe you want to use a movement. And a deep breath in. Let's exhale, release the head forward, and we round forward. Coming back up, let the chest lift and the face go up, lengthen your spine, and then round. Coming back up, the chest lifts and the face goes up. Exhale, round. This time as we come back up, we'll sit tall with the crown of the head reaching and elongate forward. Let the hands come to the outside of the legs and we'll just melt forward here. Breathing long. And then hands to the knees, slowly back up, sitting tall. And let's make some shoulder circles up and around. And reverse, back the other way. And let's go wide and up with the arms. Inhale and exhale back down. Inhale it up. Exhale down. Inhale up. And we'll stay here and reach one side and the other side and the first side and the other side. And then intertwining these fingers with the palms away. If this works for you, bringing your arms up, settling your shoulders. If it doesn't work, find something that does work, that is similar to what we're doing. So you get a nice stretch through the armpit area. Breathing long while we stay with this. And pay attention for a moment to your shoulder blades. You want them to go towards each other and down the back. And one more deep breath in. Let's release these arms and we'll just settle here and breathe. And one more deep breath in. Pressing out with the hands wide, fingers wide, and the fingers come down and back up towards each other and the other way. Back to the top, and then just soften the hands, reach around the back, get a hold of your chair, let the shoulders go back. Take a moment, maybe you need to scoot around in your chair so you can get a hold of it right. Shoulder blades towards each other as you let this chest open. Looking up towards the high wall. Breathing long. And one more deep breath in. And let's release. Hands come forward and round. Coming back up, sitting tall, cross a hand. The other one comes behind. Let's look behind. Release back to the center, cross, look behind, back to the center, cross. And this time, sitting as tall as you can, we look behind ourselves and pause here. Not forcing anything, especially if you have anything tweaky in your back. You want to just give it plenty of ease. And back to the center. And let's go through to the other side. Breathing in and back to the center. And then from here, let's bring these feet apart. Nice wide feet. And let's keep the hands on the knees as we lengthen it forward. And then round, back, up. Lengthen forward. And round, back, up. This time as we come forward, we're going to bring one hand to the floor, if that works for you. The other hand to the floor. And we're just going to stay forward. If it doesn't work, just put your elbows on your knees and let yourself come forward just a little bit. If you can, if you have your hands on the floor, let the weight of the skull go. And then one elbow to one knee, one elbow to the other. Begin to roll back up, sitting nice and tall. And now we'll place the elbow out by the knee and reach it long. Getting our bodies warmed up for our practice. And back. This next time, as we come into the side stretch, we're going to pause here and allow it to deepen in our body. Sit bones settled in the chair, breathing long. And we'll keep the reach going and round the shoulder forward a little bit. And then back facing front toward the sky a little bit. And then back facing front. Use your abdominals as you reach for the sky. Place that elbow and reach it long. Noticing any difference on the second side? Let's keep the reach and we round forward a little bit. Back facing front. Open toward the sky a little bit. Back facing front, reaching one arm, reaching the other. And let's just pause with a nice wide reach and feel those shoulder blades towards each other and down the back. One more deep breath here and let it go. Good. We'll bring our feet back in and let's come to standing. And if you have a glass of water there, go ahead and have yourself a sip of water as we come up to standing. And as we come to standing, let's move the hands and the fingers and the shoulders and the elbows and the neck and the spine. Doesn't matter how you do this, you just want to ease everything up. Maybe you've been sitting a lot this morning. And then let's bring ourselves with our feet parallel and the hands come down about 2 inches below the navel and just settling there. This is a great time to look beyond the screen and find that horizon level point where you can just rest the gaze and come back to that image of roots going down into the earth. And imagine that you're receiving this earth energy up through the roots because you are. Just in the same way as gravity is an invisible force of the earth pulling on you, you are receiving energetically from the earth. Breathing long. Coming up through the lower legs and into the upper legs. Up into the belly. Into the chest. And finally up through the neck and head, out the crown of the head as if you were in a fountain of earth energy. And we'll just stay with that image as we let our hands face back and our weight comes to the back of the foot and then it comes forward, the weight to the front of the foot. So we're gently bringing the weight from the back to the front of the foot. And once you already have the sense of what the movement is, go ahead and come back to that point at the horizon so that your head is lifted up. The body is in beautiful alignment. Smooth and flowing movement. No fast parts or slow parts. All continuous. And next one, last one of these. Let's bring our hands right back down to where we started, about 2 inches below the navel. Your knees are bent, your weight is low. Deep breath in and let it go. Just move for a moment. And we'll come back to that place with the parallel feet. And let's do a little bear swimming this morning. So we're going to bend the knees, reach forward, and then a nice breaststroke. Reach it out there. Keeping your head in alignment with your spine. Next one, last one. And bringing the hands down, and then let's go wide and up with these hands and right down the midline. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. One more time. Inhale. And exhale down. And we'll just pause. Deep breath in. And let it go. Good. And then bringing one foot forward, we're going to keep the foot on the ground as you circle around with the knee. First one way, then reverse it back the other way. And we'll go to the other side. The other foot comes forward. It's on the floor, circling, and reverse it. We're preparing for doing the standing rooster. So we're going to start by feeling ourselves engaged. Use your abdominals, your core muscles, and we're going to shift our weight. We're going to keep the hands kind of back as if you had a wall back there, and you're kind of pressing back on that low wall. So your sternum's lifted, and we're going to shift the weight to one side and let the hand and the knee come up and then release it back down. It may help you to look at the point on the wall as we go to the other side. Keep your abdominals engaged. From one side to the other. Last one. And back down. Good. And then inhale, widen up. And exhale down. Let's do a couple more. Inhale. And bring the hands back down. One more time. Inhale. And settle it down. Good. Just pausing for a moment. Breathing in and let it go. Good. Then we'll begin with some of our forward and back moves. If you've never done this before, I think there's at least one person who has not. We're going to bring the left foot forward. We're going to shift our weight onto it. The heel comes up of the back foot, and then we go back and the toe comes up. And so we're just going to be shifting forward and back. Heel lifts, and then the toe lifts. First one of the arm movements that go with those legs, low diagonal arms. Nice lift in the chest. Hands come up and fall down the middle. So we'll prepare with low diagonal arms. Left foot goes forward and we move. Find that gazing point in the distance. Next one, last one. Weight comes back and we settle it down. And preparing. The other foot goes forward. Nice lift in this sternum as we prepare and we move. Last one of these. Weight comes back and we settle down. Breathing in and little shake out. Preparing for the next one. Hands come up, they're gonna fall. Come up the midline and open. So we prepare, the left foot goes forward. Moving. Next one, last one of these. Weight comes back and settle. Preparing, the other foot goes forward and we move. Last one. Weight comes back and settle. And each time we bend our knees and come into this still place, tuck your tail under so you feel that opening in your low back. Breathing in and release. Good. Next one, we'll prepare with the hands up, little dip, and bring it back. Preparing, nice lift in the sternum. Left foot goes forward. We move. Last one. Weight comes back and settle it down. Hands come up, the other foot goes forward, and we move. Last one. Weight comes back, hands settle down. Breathing in and let it go. Next one, hands face each other, drop and reach and come back. So we prepare, left foot goes forward, nice lift in the sternum as we move. Last one. Weight comes back and settle down. Preparing the other foot forward, dropping, reaching, and bring it back. Use your long and easy breath while we do this. Last one coming up. Weight comes back and settle down. Breathing in and let it go. And before we sit down, let's do the 3-part breath with low diagonal arms to prepare. We're going to inhale, widen up. Exhale to chest height. Inhale, pushing out. Exhale, folding. To a reach. And back down. And one thing I didn't say is you want your feet parallel, because bending our knees, you want the knees to track right out over the toes. So let's do that again. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, push. Exhale. To a reach. And down. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Pushing. Exhale. To a reach. And back down. And let's just pause. We're going to sit down. So if you want to challenge your legs a little bit by going just a little deeper, not so far as it hurts your knee, but just a little deeper, feeling your thighs working a little bit. And release. Good. Shake it out and let's have a seat. Well, you know, it's actually raining. So I think while we're sitting stillness, I'm going to change my location. So sitting tall, let your hands come together in front of your heart. Allow your eyes to close. And breathe long. Any thought that rises up, just let it go. And one more deep breath in. And release. Good. If you have a glass of water there, go ahead and have yourself a drink, and let's come to standing. And as we do, we're going to work with another forward and back movement. The hands are going to come up to the left shoulder and they're going to circle around. So left foot comes forward, hands come up to the shoulder, and we move. Last one. Weight comes back, front foot joins, and we settle it down. Hand to the other shoulder, the other foot comes forward, and we move. Once you have the sense of the movement, let your gaze rest in the distance, horizon level. Last one. Weight comes back and we settle it down. Weight is low. Breathing in and let it go. Excuse me. Next one, we're going to use an invisible ball. So finding that energetic ball, bringing it up to the left shoulder, same forward and back legs, left foot is forward. We toss that ball as we come forward and bring it back. Tossing. Last one. Weight comes back, hands settle down. Taking that energy ball to the other shoulder, the other foot forward, tossing and back. last one. Weight back and hands settle. Breathing in and let it go. Next one is also forward and back. We're going to be pushing forward, and then the hand returns at the waist while the other one pushes. And you can let yourself look to the side that has the elbow going back to get a little bit of a more of a twist. So we prepare. Left foot goes forward, left hand comes up, pushing it out, and it returns at the waist, pushing out. Last one on this side. As your weight comes back, front foot joins, and we settle it down. Preparing, the other foot goes forward, pushes out, and it returns. Last one. As your weight goes back, finding your way back to the balanced pose. Knees are bent, tails tucked under, just resting there. And let it go. And this next one is one hand above, one hand below, and we're going to shift from side to side as one hand comes out and then puts the lid on the jar. I kind of think of it. So I'm just going slow to show, and then we'll do it. So let's prepare. And we're going to bring that left foot out first. So the left foot pushes out and back through the center. And we're shifting from one side to the other and back. And this next one, last one. So as your weight comes back to the center, that foot comes in and we just release and find our still place. Crown of the head is reaching, weight is low. Deep breath in and shake it out. Now let's do bird flapping wings. We haven't done that one in a while. So we're going to start with finding the ball, and we're going to let the hands come out once, twice, and on the third one, there is a wrist circle. So while we're doing this, you're also lifting the heels and then flat, lifting the heels and then flat. So you're not going high, you're just lifting the heels. So it's making your legs work in a different way. So we'll start low and 2 plain ones, lifting the heels, and third one, lift the heels as you make a wrist circle and back. Again. Third one, wrist circle and back. One more set. Third one. And back. Good. And we'll just hold that energy ball for a moment and then release. And let it go. Good. So let's do the 6-part breath before we sit down. So the quick version is empty the lungs, deep breath in, palm down, 6 little exhales through your nose. So we prepare, deep breath, exhale, deep breath in, 6 little parts. Again. Again. Last one of these. And we'll breathe in and empty your lungs in a smooth flow. And we're going to sit down next. So if you want to just settle your weight lower and release. Good. And let's have a seat. And as you do, again, we're going to use the palms together in front of us. Allow the muscles of the face to relax. Any thought that's swirling around in your brain, as much as you can, just let it go. Deep breath in. And let's release these hands down and let's do some eye stretches. Sitting nice and tall, we're going to keep the head where it is, but you're going to look up as high as you can look. And then looking down, straight down, getting these muscles to stretch a little bit. And then out the corner of the eye to one side. Out the corner of the eye to the other side. and release. Good. And let's rub our hands together and we'll soothe our eyes with the palms over. And then from here, index finger on the bridge of the nose, pressing to your midline. Index finger on the inner curve of the eye, pressing toward the crown. And then out to that little notch about a finger's width away. And then press and release. Let's come all the way, the outer eye on the bone, back to the bridge of the nose and under the cheekbones, working your way out toward the hinge of the jaw as you work from the ear toward the open mouth, that kind of the harp strings of those muscles, and then sweeping up the face, sweeping up, and let's bring our fingertips into the scalp. Base of the skull is always a great place to pay attention to. And then from here, let's come to the sternum. Good sternum tapping. And one arm rests down. Let's get those lung points. Curve of the shoulder and up toward the top of the shoulder. And then we'll make our way down. Pause at the elbow and up the inside. Back across the chest to the other side. Top of the shoulder. Curve and down. All the way down and back up to the chest. And then the belly, the hip, toward the knee, and way down and back up. Hip on the other side to the knee, way down and back up. Hips in the back and into your low back, as high as you can reach. And then let's just rest the arms, close your eyes, and just enjoy that sensation that you've created in your body. Nice and long breath. And from here, let's come to standing. If you have your water, I love mine outside. Boo! Have a drink of water, and we'll come to standing. And this one we're going to do is steps 3 to your left. So we'll come to the left. So you have plenty of room there. This one is carry the ball to the side. So we'll get a hold of the ball, bringing it up. The other foot reaches out and we shift onto it and back. Onto it and back. Third one, lift and place. Again. Shifting on and back. Third one. The other foot comes in and rest. Again. Third one. Lift and place. Let's go back the other direction. Third one. Third one. And one more time. Third one, lift and place. And we'll just pause here. And release. Good. And we'll do passing clouds, which is such a beautiful practice. We'll start in the balanced pose. Knees are bent, tail's tucked under, and the left foot is going to be reaching out. Let's bring that right hand up at the same time. As you shift left, that right hand falls and gestures palm up. We come right back through that middle, gestures palm up. So your hands shift from one side to the other. Next one, last one. As you bring your weight in, that left foot comes and we settle down. Breathing in and let it go. And let's finish with light at the temples. So we'll prepare. This one's pretty easy. I don't think I need to explain. Hands resting. Deep breath in. Exhale. Taking this energy up either side of your head, we lift the heels and back. Lift the heels and back. Third time and back. Knees are bent as we bicycle with the hands and hold. Open and back. Again and back. Third one, wide and down. Breathing in. Exhale. Up either side of your head. We open and back. Again and back. Third time and back. Bicycling and hold. We open and back. Again and back. Third time, wide and down. One more time. Exhale. Open. Again. Again. And we pause. Feet are flat. Weight is low while we bicycle. And then we hold. And while we're in this hold, just allow your thoughts to go. Just being right here in this moment. And open. Again. This time, wide and down. Good. And pausing for a moment. Breathing in. And let it go, and let us have a seat. This time, we're going to not use our arms, just resting the hands on your legs, allowing your eyes to close if you like. Muscles of your face relax as we continue to rest in stillness. Any thought comes up, just let it go. Breathing long. And taking a moment to thank all those who watch over you, seen and unseen. Thanking our beautiful earth for all that she brings to us. And thanking yourself for taking the time this morning to do this practice. Bringing our hands together in front of our hearts, we bow to the light within ourselves. Namaste. And as we open our eyes, acknowledging each other. Thank you so much for being here this morning.